Much like in Bangladesh, widespread student protests called Gotabaya in Sri Lanka in the year 2022 brought down the ruling government. Students criticized the government for its poor economic management, leading to a shortage of fuel, cooking gas, and other essentials. In April 2022, protesters, primarily led by university students and other young people, demanded the resignation of President Gotabaya Rajapaksa.
People are struggling, and the poverty line, the poor has become poorer, and the middle class has become poor. And the people are expecting this government to do only one thing: get out, get to the countries that we all have invested and give us our money back. That's it.
Following the student protests, all 26 members of the second Gotabaya Rajapaksa cabinet resigned on the 3rd of April 2022. But the then president, Rajapaksa, and his older brother, Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa, remain. However, it was on the 13th of July when thousands of protesters breached Gotabaya Rajapaksa's official residence in Colombo. They demanded his resignation after months of unrest over the government's handling of the economic crisis. Look at these scenes. Don't they look similar to what we saw recently in Bangladesh? Footage captured demonstrators swimming in Rajapaksa's pool and crowding into the president's house gym. Using president's exercise machines, including weights and treadmills, to deter the angry crowds from overtaking the residence. Sri Lankan police fired shots into the air and deployed tear gas, but were unable to prevent the protesters from entering. All this forced Gotabaya Rajapaksa to flee the country. After taking temporary refuge in the Maldives, Gotabaya Rajapaksa later resigned.
We have free education, and we produce lots of graduates in the arts faculties. They don't have jobs once they come out into the society. There are no jobs. So they get extremely frustrated. When there's no job, you find very few people, doctors and engineers, and some people going into the technological field, but the majority were jobless. So that is how the student uprising at that point started. We had COVID, we had the world recession, a double whammy from those two, and economically we were suffering. And who suffers most at that time is the people without jobs, young people who do not see what is going to happen in their future. So that is the root cause of what happened in 2022.
The 2022 economic crisis, triggered by the policies of the regime led by Gotabaya, brought Sri Lanka to its knees. After a gap of 2 years, Sri Lanka's 9th presidential election is scheduled for the 21st of September 2024. For the first time, the country will see 39 candidates vying to occupy the top post. The contest is likely to narrow down between 4 top candidates, including incumbent Ranil Wickremesinghe and leader of opposition Sajith Premadasa. The upcoming elections are extremely crucial for the island nation. After the economic crisis in 2022 that saw the once powerful Gotabaya Rajapaksa booted out of power by popular student-led uprisings, it now remains to be seen if the student movement will play a role in forming a new government in Sri Lanka.